Hey guys, good morning. I think people are kind of misunderstanding me about the tow car situation. I've had a few comments lately, just how tow car isn't worth it. You're gonna put X amount of miles on it, you're gonna wear it down. So I wanted to kind of go over, is it worth having a tow car? Is it not worth it? You know, when is the best time to use it? What kind of car you should buy, you know, that kind of thing. I just want to kind of give like a rundown, because I feel like people are misunderstanding the whole situation about having one. I'm going to start this off by saying that you should not use it all the time. Okay, well, let me back up. First of all, you don't even have to have one, okay? It's going to depend on the person. It's going to depend on the type of running you want to do. If you want to be doing just strictly day trips, you want to stay close to Goshen, you know, you like the Northeast, you know, that kind of thing, staying within like a 1,000-mile radius, tow car is probably going to work best for you, because when prices get back to normal, like airline tickets and stuff, it will probably be less expense to take your tow car than to not. I am the type of person, I prefer to go out, like, the longer the trip, the better for me. I don't like short trips. I hate short trips, to be honest. I'm used to running really, really long trips. I love long trips. It's just the way I like it, okay? So I prefer going out west. Probably 80-90% of the time, I'm probably not even going to use my tow car. The reason I got this was for a few reasons. I'll go over that here in a minute. But there is a time and a place to use your tow vehicle. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you have to take it with you every single trip, okay? I think a lot of people think that. I know for a fact that Synergy and Horizon both have parking lots, or they have parking areas rather, inside of the lots that you pick up your unit from, that you can keep your car there, okay? You just have to put a piece of paper that has your information, your cell phone number. Horizon wants you to have the trip number on there. Synergy is just like a monthly pass, okay? That's it. And you can leave your car there, and it'll be there when you get back. So, if you, for example, if I were to get a load to go down to Kentucky, I would take the tow car because it's a short trip. If I got a load to go to Las Vegas, I probably wouldn't take the tow car because it's an 1,800-mile trip. That's a lot of wear and tear. That's almost 4,000 miles on my vehicle. And it's going to take way more time to get back than if I just flew back. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to think of your profits in terms of time. Yeah, time is probably the most important part. This is my first video. I said time is the most important element to this industry. If you are wasting your time driving back 3 days from California because you took your tow car for whatever reason, you're not going to do well. There's a time and a place. It's dependent on the person. It's dependent on the trip. It's dependent on the mileage, like how far away they are. Time and a place, okay? If you were going out to BFE, Wyoming, even though it is a longer trip, you might want to take your tow car with you. You're not going to have equal access that you would in like a major metropolitan area. You know, it's a lot easier to get back from Dallas than it is from BFE, Wyoming, or BFE, Montana. That's another time you should consider taking it. Okay, because you're going to spend a lot of money on Uber or a taxi getting back to some type of civilization, and it'll probably be cheaper going with the vehicle you already own. Speaking of vehicle that you own, do not use or buy a brand new vehicle for your tow car. There's a reason why I bought a 16-year-old car for my tow car, because I knew it would have wear and tear. I knew that if I was going to be doing smaller trips, it's gonna wear it down. Okay, you do not want to be making car payments on a 2-year-old vehicle that has 150,000 miles on it. Well, please make sure that if you get you can find really good used vehicles, okay? This one was used, 16 years old. Yes, I've had to drop some money into it, but I plan to keep this for a long time, okay? And this is going to be used for me for a lot more than just a tow vehicle. But you can find like a tiny little Honda Civic hatchback with a manual for like $2,000, and you can just drag that and you can drive it into the ground. It doesn't matter because it's, you know, 20 years old. You know, you can find very cheap used vehicles that you can tow. Okay, don't buy brand new. There's a time and a place. No, tow cars are not a waste of money. They're not a waste of time. They're actually going to save you a ton of money. So the main reason why I bought this car for myself is, yes, tow car is nice. If I do have smaller trips come up, I can take it, not a problem. You know, we're good to go. But I live in Florida. I don't like to go home very often because that's quite the haul to get back up to Goshen, okay? And there usually isn't very many, if any, backloads coming out of Florida that I've seen. So it's a waste of time and a waste of money, and I don't like to do that going back and forth, okay? So the point of this is that I can stay in Goshen for longer, and when I'm in Goshen, I can sleep in this. I don't have to go get a hotel. You see what I'm saying? That's going to save me even more money. So there is a point to tow cars, guys. Not just for towing, but if you live out of the state of Indiana, you've got this. You've got this to sleep in. I'm turning this into a little camper. It's a mini camper. I literally have a full sleep system in here. All of my clothes are in here. I've got blankets, I've got food, I've got a little stove I can use if I want to make some, you know, some coffee or whatever. It's a full mini little camper. It's the whole point of this vehicle. Like, it's one of the main reasons why I got it. So not only is it going to save me money while I'm in Goshen waiting for my next load, that's really loud, hopefully that came through. So not only is it going to save me money while I'm in Goshen waiting for my next load, or if I want to hang out for a few days, I don't want to run very hard that week, I just, you know, bad storm or whatever, I have a place to stay. I'm not spending money. This is paid for. I paid cash for this vehicle, okay? Cash. There's no payment on this. This is free. It cost me $0 to sit it in a parking lot, and I have a full bed in here. I have a cot with it's comfortable. I'm more comfortable in this thing in my house, okay? There is a reason for a tow car. There's a reason for it. This is why I love the CRVs, man. Guys, get a CRV or a RAV4, get a small, or even like a Jeep or something. Get an SUV if you get a tow car. Because you can sleep in them. You can save so much money. There's times I don't want to just turn around and go right back out. I want to spend a couple days in Goshen. Maybe I want to go up to Michigan for a couple, 2 or 3 days. I can do that with this, okay? So there's more than just one reason to have this vehicle, especially if you live far away from Indiana, okay? So I recommend a tow car. But anyways, I know a lot of people just strap it to, they have the car, they have it, and they just take it wherever they go. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. To me, that's a waste of time, and it's a waste of money. You don't take this everywhere you go. When I made the trip down to Florida, I wish I had this ready. I wish this would have been ready so I could have taken it. It would have saved me a lot of money to get back to Goshen. It would have been cheaper for me to drive this down and back, or to tow this down and drive it back, than to do the plane ticket that I did, because that plane ticket was expensive, stupidly priced. But that was my experiment. That was the whole point of that video. That's what happens when you don't plan out your trips, okay? So you have to plan. This is part of the plan, okay? Make sure. Typically, what I have found is if it's under 700 miles, the tow car is probably going to be a cheaper option, okay? It's going to be less expensive. Typically, not always. But make sure you plan your trip before you book and before you decide you're going to drag this or not, okay? Don't tow this for no reason. Don't put the added expense and wear and tear on your vehicle. If there, don't take it to Las Vegas. Don't take it to California. Now, if you're going to go out there and spend a few days out there, you want to like then take it. But don't just take it just to get back. Fly home, guys. Fly home. It's so much, especially right now, it's so much cheaper, okay? So I just wanted to make this, I'm sorry if this kind of comes off as a little ranty. I've gotten some comments, you know, the past couple weeks on one particular video, and they're missing the point. And I think people might be missing the point because they're only watching that video. They're not watching the others, okay? So there is money to be made. When we went to Las Vegas about a month ago, guys, we profited after all expenses, everything. We profited $1,300 profit in our pocket for us to do whatever we want. I could pay bills, I could go on a shopping spree, whatever. Profited $1,300. Okay, there is money in this industry, but you have to know, you have to plan. You can't just book and go. You have to plan. If you have a tow car, you don't always have to take it. Okay, so please, guys, please make sure, if you guys have questions, if you get a load and you're like, I don't know, you message me. I'd be more than happy to be like, okay, let's look at everything and let's check airline price. I will go over it with you guys. I have no problem helping you guys out. But this part of the industry gets like this really, really bad reputation, and I'm trying to help. Like, I'm trying to help fix that. You're not going to make as much in this industry as you are towaway or as a semi-truck driver. Okay, you're not. You will never make the amount of money you can make in either one of those industries. Okay, but this is a good, solid opportunity. You can live comfortably. You can have a decent income. But if you just can't just book and go. You gotta plan, and you gotta figure out what's gonna be the best for that trip. Okay, so anyways, guys, I know this is kind of a rant. I'm sorry. I don't think people really understood what I was trying to say in that first video. So hopefully this kind of helps clarify. Again, if you guys get a load and you're like, I just don't know if it's better for me to take my tow car or not, message me. I'd be more than happy to try and help you out as much as I can, okay? But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I will be making I'll be making the next Q&A here in the next week or so. I've had some really awesome questions. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching more than just one video. I do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and I will see you in the next video.